Find that way. Oh shit. Fuck. I am Bruce Wayne. I'm neither Batman, nor Bruce Wayne, nor Bruce Man. Whatever. I found this Batman Mountain Dew at Walmart the other day. So I got really excited. And I have my Batman shirt, and that's a backpack with the cowl because I'm lame and I love it. But okay. So this is probably gonna be done in parts because my mom didn't go to work today and she's just not here right now. And there are certain parts of this that I don't think I want her to hear. So, it was mentioned on the group that themes for the weeks, and I think that's not a bad idea. So, since we really didn't get anywhere with it, I think it was Kathy suggested just like a Harry Potter theme, and I think that's probably a good idea. If you guys have any more ideas for themes, because I have no idea, just post them and we will assign weeks to them, I suppose. But, okay, so Harry Potter. I guess I will tell you guys the story of how I got into Harry Potter. Now, I think Sorcerer's Stone was released in the US in 97, 98? Don't quote me on that. But back then I was very nonconformist. Like, I was like, that's popular, I'm not gonna read that. So I didn't read it for years. And then my great-grandparents one Christmas, got me, the first book. And I'm that kid, well, I already have it, so I might as well read it. I can't not read a book that I have. And so I read it, and that was the beginning of of the next decade of my life. I finished that, and I got and finished Chamber of Secrets before Prisoner of Azkaban was released in the US, which, I mean, if that was in 97 through 99, I was 5 to 7, I think. So I think that's pretty quick reading for a child. So that kind of started the whole, I don't want to say obsession, because I think it's developed into more than that, but for lack of a better word, obsession. And I was that kid where I would look up crafts online all the time, and so I found out how to make like parchment paper and like paper mache wands, and I would make paper mache wands all the time. And I would write these silly little spells trying to like bring my dolls to life, just to have somebody to talk to, and like just see if I could do it and stuff. And I mean, it hasn't really gone away. I'm still that kid who just delves into this magical world at whenever anything happens, whether it be good or bad. It's just Harry Potter really calms me down. And this might be kind of silly, and oops. It's kind of silly, but I really credit the Harry Potter series and Joe Rowling with the way I am, with a lot of my personality traits, because I'm very like open-minded with things. I don't discriminate against anyone, really. Discrimination is like one of those things that really angers me. It honestly, it lights a fire, and I get really mad. I don't really get like that anymore, except for those things. And I credit the Harry Potter series with making me so open-minded and so like wanting to do something about these like I'm being very inarticulate today, and I apologize because I don't really know how to explain this as well as I think I should, considering how much I've thought about it over the years. Whoa, wardrobe change. And I got a shower because I needed it. I won't bore you guys with the details, but like when I was growing up, even now, but I mean when I was growing up it was weird. Not weird, but anyway. Like my dad he's racist, he's sexist, he's homophobic, he's an all-around asshole, and like my mom, like she would argue with him and stuff, but she never really did anything about him being that way. Like I was never allowed to like just walk down the street and go play with the kids down the street, or go to the park and see who's at the park and play. So it was, I don't know how to put it, but like I would really, I think I would be that way, like my dad, like racist, sexist, homophobic, not a very strong-willed person had I not had these books, because it's the only thing I could think of that was introduced to me early enough in my life to really change who I would become. It's like I'm a very, very open-minded person, especially for this area that, you know, I mean, I grew up in, the schools I went to. You know, just do what you want to do as long as it's not hurting anybody. I'm kind of worried to say this because it kind of sounds, I don't know, but I'm a very strong person. I've been through a lot of shit, and I think I really got that from the Harry Potter series. I really do. And I don't think I'm explaining myself very well, so maybe I will try to re-explain this at a later date, or make a text post on Tumblr about it, explain it further. But I talk and write how I think, so it's not very coherent a lot of the time. So if you think it's hard to follow along in video, think about actually living in here. My favorite characters in the series, definitely Luna. Luna was always one of my favorites. I love Remus and Sirius. The Weasley twins. The Weasley twins are some of my favorite characters because they're so smart and they're so just ornery, and like they have one of the best scenes in the entire books when they, in Order of the Phoenix, when they just bust out of school and they leave the swamp and they tell Peeves, "Give her hell from us, Peeves." That's just, I really wish that would have made it to the movie because that's one of my favorite scenes of all time. And something else I also want to talk about was, I don't know if you guys are all following each other on Tumblr too, but it was Kat that posted this really cool thing, like this question that she likes to ask people, I guess. You know, what's your favorite color and why? And I think, you know, if you haven't read it yet, go read it because it's a really, really interesting thing. And I like to do a similar thing with people because I think your reasoning behind things is very telling of your person. I like to ask people, like, who, if you met them, what celebrity would you fangirl over? Who would you, like, just completely freak out? For me, I think it would definitely be J.K. Rowling, for obvious reasons, and probably Ellen DeGeneres, because I remember when she came out on her sitcom, and I think that kind of shaped the way, I think I kind of thought in my head, I didn't really know, like, what gays or lesbians were, and so I think it kind of shaped in my head, you know, if Ellen's gay, that can't be bad. And like I still watch her talk show and stuff, and I think she's really funny. And so like, who would you guys fangirl over? This table is gonna fall and gonna break my laptop, and I'm gonna cry. But you guys wanted to see my tattoos. I forgot about that, so I will show you my tattoos. This is my little graveyard. This is actually the second one I got, and like I don't want to run this video over, so if you guys want to know about them, just ask. And I have to take this off. This was my first one. I'm not sure how, yeah, you can see that pretty well. There's a picture of it on my Facebook. The sunflower, there's flip, that's a peace sign right here. It's a peace sign, it's cool. And then this here, Roman numeral 13 on the inside of my ankle. Don't get a tattoo there because it's right on the bone and that hurts a lot.